Just a few more minutes. Are you ready? here we go.
Okay, it's showtime. Hello, everyone. Willkommen, bienvenue, bienvenidos, hey Selenia, and welcome to Gallery One's Paint Ellensburg 2021. I'm your host, Alex Ayer, and I'm so glad to be here, and I'm glad that you are all here too. So glad, in fact, that I'd like to open up our show with a little musical number of my own and display my own humble artistic talents. Here we go.
Whoa.
Let's take it.
Alex, hi.
Hi, Monica. How are you? I was just going to open the show with a little song and dance number.
That's so great, Alex, but we're co-hosts in this situation, so I kind of saw us, doing a song and dance together.
Oh, you wanted to do a song and dance together. Okay. Well, I guess we better find a way to settle this.
I guess we better.
How are we going to do that?
I've got an idea. Justin has an idea. What if you guys do a dance-off?
A dance-off? All right, you're on. But I want to warn you. Dance is my superpower.
Let's do this.
Where did you go, 1980?
And I'm back, baby.
Justin, do you have some music for this dance-off?
You know I do.
And what are we going to hear? Live from Gallery One, it's Paint Ellensburg.
Welcome to Paint Ellensburg 2021 with Clay Mayer, Sarah Haven, Krista Ann Ames, Monica Miller, Renee Adams, Amy Davison, the Gallery One Board of Directors, special guest Alex Ayer. Now, here are your hosts, Monica Miller and Alex Ayer.
Hello, and happy Paint Ellensburg Day, everybody. Thanks for that one, Rachel. Love that. Good evening, welcome, and thank you for joining myself, Monica Miller, and my co-host, Alex Ayer, for tonight's Paint Ellensburg. If you were willing to watch yet another virtual fundraiser, then I know that Gallery One is important to you. So thank you for being here. If you are here for the very first time, welcome. As I've learned in the past year and a half, there certainly is a lot of content on the internet, but we are going to do our very best tonight to bring you into this very, very special place, physically located in the heart of downtown Ellensburg. Board member Patricia Cutright of the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe of the Lakota Nation will begin tonight with a land acknowledgement, inviting you into our beautiful Kittitas Valley.
We acknowledge that Gallery One resides on the ancestral, traditional, and contemporary lands of the Kittitas people who have inhabited this area since time immemorial. The Kittitas Band of the Confederated Tribes and Bands of the Yakima Nation holds sacred this land and its beauty, an appreciation held by Gallery One. Gallery One values all relationships that reinforce our commitment to art as a powerful tool for equity and diversity. We pay our respects to their elders and give thanks to the legacy of the original peoples, their lives, and their descendants.
Thank you, Patricia. That was so beautifully said. And for those of you who are already logged into YouTube or onto YouTube, I invite you to let us know where you are joining us from. We would love to hear from you. Tonight, we celebrate the artists and community members who have continued to make and support the visual arts and Gallery One. We want to thank you, artists, businesses, who have helped us raise $44,588 towards our goal tonight of raising $65,000 to support our mission to create a community drawn together by art. But by we, of course, I mean a lot of people. I mean the board members who are joining us here tonight from their homes. Hello? Hopefully you guys have all got this figured out, right? You're here? Yes? Thank you. I know I saw Rachel, I saw Kathy. If you would like to say hello and introduce yourself, I hope you will. But of course, this space and this event would be nothing without our entire crew that we have with us tonight to make this happen. So tonight, I'd like to introduce to you the team that is making this real. We have Sarah Haven, our auction director, Renee Adams, our auction controller, Amy Davison, our YouTube cheerleader, woot woot, Clay Mayer, just our day-to-day cheerleader, let's be honest, Justin Beckman, our visual audio engineer, and frankly, magician. We'll just call it what it is. And finally, of course, our very, very, very special guest, Alex Ayer. Alex, thank you for volunteering your time here at Gallery One and for the community at large with the Ellensburg Arts Commission. We're so grateful. I'm so grateful. Really, I am. I mean that,
Monica.
that you're here.
It's an honor to be here once again, and it's always a pleasure for me to support the arts and to help you help support Gallery One and the important work that they do in our arts community and the community at large. If anyone in your home is watching the North Carolina Tar Heels beat the Georgia Bulldogs, they're forgiven. Go get their wallet, bring it in the room, and bid for them on the fabulous items we have tonight. Looking forward to raising a lot of money for Gallery One here tonight, Monica.
We do, Alex. I'm thinking a great way to start tonight would be for you to share with our audience joining us some very helpful tips to make tonight super easy and a lot of fun.
Because we've got some great items to bid on, and here's what's going to help you get the items you want and help support Gallery One. Tip number one, of course, is pour yourself a little something, you know? Life is so much better when you're a little relaxed. I hope you're all on the couch, perusing the items, and a little beverage always is a plus. Consider chatting with us, whatever platform you're watching us on your device. There should be a chat button. Go up there and look for it in your browser. Touch on the chat button and tell us how we're doing, what you think, any suggestions for us. We would love to hear your comments, and there may be prizes for the people that make the really, really good comments. Not the naughty ones, but the really good comments. All right, so chat with us during the auction. Go right now to the live auction page at paintellensburg.com. See the items as they're coming up and get ready to bid. We recommend that you use two devices. Watch the feed. Watch our part of the show on your laptop or your desktop. But if you're going to bid, get your phone or your pad, or if you've got really good eyesight, your iWatch, and use that to place your bids and track your bids as you are trying to obtain those items. To do that, make sure that your credit card is linked to the page. Go to the page where your credit card is entered. Make sure it's active and linked to the site so that your purchases can be tallied up right away, and you can come in as soon as tomorrow morning and pick up your purchases here at Gallery One.
If they go to the live auction tab right now at paintellensburg.com, there is a testing button, so you can test that credit card.
All the better. If for at any time the program freezes, simply hit the refresh button on your computer and continue to watch us live. We do occasionally, in spite of Justin's amazing technological prowess, experience some technical difficulties. But if you freeze up, simply refresh and jump right back into the action here at Paint Ellensburg. Tip number 7, it's simple. Bid, keep bidding, bid high, and bid often. There are so many great treasures here. There are several things that I want to get. You better get in there and get good, bid high, bid often, and we look forward to you getting the items you want from this year's Paint Ellensburg. Monica. Oh, now it's time to talk about we had earlier our drawing. We do have, you want to talk about the golden ticket a minute, and then I'll talk about our winner.
Well, first I want to remind people or point out something new this year from last year is that we will have groupings of items that run every 10 minutes. So please watch your screen, like us right now. Watch us, see what we're doing? Every 10 minutes, look at your screen and the items will move on every 10 minutes. If we're ahead or we're behind, just go along for the ride. Keep an eye on that screen when there is something that you want to buy, and bid high and bid often. That was a new one I threw in, Alex.
Check your clock regularly. We had our golden ticket drawing yesterday. Thank you to those people who bought their $50,
$100.
Their $100 golden tickets. They're entitled to select any item they wanted to from the live auction right away. Our winners were Merle and Lois Gibbons, and they selected, they very prudently selected item number 19, which is the David Cross and Joe France Moroccan Dinner. But
Hold
we
the
have
phone.
an announcement. Joe and David and their spouses have agreed to do a second dinner. So if you've got your eye on item number 19, dinner with the Crosses and Joe France.
So generous.
Bid away. It's your opportunity to have another great dinner, number 19. I think that's all from me at the moment, Mom.
I think that's all, but gosh, it was so long ago. What was that first one?
I think a beverage is recommended.
Oh, that's right. It was pour yourself a little something. What a great idea. If you got a party pack, you should have a couple of wines from one of our sponsors, Gard Vintners. There's a lovely Freya here from 2020, and also a Cabernet Sauvignon. If you didn't get that, tough luck for you. In addition to providing wine for us, we also have...
I'm sorry, I want to interrupt. I think we need a drink word.
A drink word?
Oh,
You
Sarah
mean like one of
thinks-
those things where when somebody says the word, it's like the magic word?
Yeah, like kittens.
Ooh,
Or,
kittens. What else?
Artwork.
Oh, artwork. Renee says classic. Renee.
Necktie?
Bitter?
Oh, bitter.
Bitter. Bitter.
That's a good
That's
one.
it.
With 2 D's.
Bitter with 2 D's.
Oh, okay.
But what about just bid? Does that also work? Like any tense of the word? Bitter? Bid?
Bitter.
Okay.
Everybody bid.
Great. Thank you for that.
That works for me.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Another thing we want to do to encourage participation, in addition to bidding.
Yes.
Thank you. Just testing you
Oh.
out. All right.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, thanks for that.
I'm not paying attention.
In addition to that, we also want to reward you. Well, I guess we've got 2 ways to reward you for bidding now. Oh, this could be a long night. Okay, the other way to reward you for that is every now and then we're going to do drawings of people who bid on items, whether you won or lost. Sarah will be gathering the names of said people and we will draw them after the item has closed. And what's our first, so what we are doing now is we are drawing the names of those who tested their credit card. This is positive
excellent.
reinforcement right now. That's what we're all about tonight. And tonight's winner is going to get, this beautiful pair of earrings from J.C. Lapidary. Oh my gosh, I might have to put these on tonight. And that winner of these earrings for testing their credit card, which I'm hoping you guys are doing all night long, will be Margaret Allen. Hello, Margaret Allen, and welcome and congratulations. We will have these for you at the front desk when you pick up whatever it is you win tonight. Hello to Margaret, congratulations. Also Sam Albright, Molly Edson, Kathy Bambrick, Chris and Bruce, Lisa Lester, Wendy, Julie Peterson, and thanks again, Rachel, for that opening line. Really appreciate that. Okay, I think it's time to get bidding and winning.
All right. Always happy to hear that word. Great. So let's get on with our first, second, and third live auction items. Monica, what do you think?
Well, I think I want to clarify one more time that every 10 minutes you should see 3 items on your screen.
Check your clock.
Yes. Okay. And items 1, 2, and 3?
On which screen? On the YouTube screen?
Oh, thank you very much. On the paintellensburg.com screen where you clicked live auction. That's where you will see the items. We're trying to take our time here, if you haven't noticed, so that you can find the right place, so that you can begin giving us money. I'm not saying it. Oh.
You can say that.
Okay. All right, Alex.
All right, all you people who are planning on bidding,
Oh, dear. I'm
our
changing
first item is, appropriately enough, a lovely, priceless bouquet of wine courtesy of our friends at. Is it? Who's it? It's from Guard Vintners, isn't it? It doesn't tell me. It's from
No, this bouquet of wine.
Oh, this it's curated by our own
That's
Joe
right.
France. This is Joe, our sommelier non-paré. Joe France has assembled this fantastic selection of wines from all around the world. There's Barberas, Chardonnays, Malbecs, Merlots, Gris, Classé Roses, Sangiovese, Syrahs, Zinfandels, Albariños, Cabernet Sauvignon, Sauvignon Blanc, Camanos Red Blend, Pinot Noir, French Creek Grenache, and a bottle of Boone's Farm strawberry wine.
I don't think that's
This is a fantastic collection.
I don't think that's true, Joe. I'm really sorry you said
There's
that.
not, but I thought
didn't
I'd throw it
say
in
that.
there.
It's not true.
This is what? This is almost 2 cases of fantastic wine. Sky's the limit, boys and girls. You need wine. Fall and winter are coming up. Lots of cooking, lots of great meals to be had here in the, in the auction. Get out there and let's bid on item 1. All right. The Price's Bouquet of Wine. Item number 2.
I think it's important to note here, just to take a moment, if you don't mind, that items 1, 2, and 3 were all donated by our fantastic board members, including this collection of wine, donated by, but obviously selected by Joe himself.
Thank you, board, and thank you, Joe. Item number 2 is the Royston Pendant. Patrick Stanton, our jeweler in residence here at Gallery 1. His studio is upstairs. Patrick's been a resident of Ellensburg since 1989. His work has been seen in Gallery 1, the Larson Gallery, the Sarah Spurgeon, and Alley Katz galleries. He enjoys making personalized wearable jewelry, rings, brooches, pendants, necklaces, and has also ventured into the world of bicycle bells. Very exciting. Patrick is also a regionally acclaimed Lego artist. However, the region is confined to his own living room. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sterling silver and turquoise pendant. It's really lovely. A huge cabochon turquoise. Anybody would love to receive this as a gift or have it for their own personal collection. That is item number 2, the Royston Pendant.
Before we move on to the 3rd item, I would like to introduce our board president, Kathy Bambrick, who has taken a moment to craft some words of welcome for you.
Welcome to Gallery 1's 2nd annual virtual Paint Ellensburg event. I'm Kathy Bambrick, president of the board. On behalf of the board, I would like to take a moment to highlight some of the great work and significant milestones achieved by both our staff and our board members this year. While our mission to provide access to the arts has not changed or faltered because of the global pandemic, we have been challenged. The pandemic has challenged us, as has the world, to approach how we do things and our mission differently. As a result, we have produced some lasting operational changes. This means we now have an online and a brick and mortar store to support artists. We integrate virtual platforms to bring art out to our communities, and we have a place to see artwork and each other in person. My personal favorite example of how we've adapted is the creation of our Art to Go kits. While we were not able to provide in-person live art education in schools for kids, we were able to deliver 1,600 Art to Go kits to our elementary schools, complete with lesson plans and materials, thanks to funds raised in part from last year's Paint Ellensburg. And tonight we hope to do the same. In addition, we developed a 3-year strategic plan that will prepare us for future growth, including support of artists and art making and expansion of our facilities. Embedded within our strategy is a commitment to implement steps to create even more inclusive, transparent, and equitable organization, inviting new voices and ideas to create a place of welcoming and belonging drawn together by art. Another high point of the year was strengthening the future of Gallery 1 by reaching our endowment goal of $400,000 in pledges, thanks to our members. I feel confident that developing the endowment will be one of the most pivotal achievements in Gallery 1's history. The endowment is mission critical to supporting our long-term strategic goals. Tonight, I ask that you help us meet our goal of raising $65,000 by bidding high and bidding often, and specifically to join me in raising the paddle to support our arts education. Funds raised tonight will ensure Gallery 1 is to continue to meet its goal of providing arts for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. All right, let's proceed with our auction items. Number 3. Friends, are you tired of looking at the same 4 walls? Would you like to get away for the weekend? Well, here's a great opportunity.
Yes.
Item number 3 is a 2-night stay in a local Airbnb that includes breakfast and a $100 gift certificate to the Ellensburg Pasta Company, which, if I'm not mistaken, also includes Bruce's Place. Very exciting, possibly. It sleeps 2 upstairs with a loft, an additional pull-out twin sleeper downstairs. You could have all kinds of people here. This is the weekend cottage retreat in Ellensburg with a $100 gift certificate for the Pasta Company and includes breakfast. That is item number 3.
We are so lucky to have such generous board members. In addition to donating their time and their talents and their art and their Airbnbs and their wine, we've also invited them here tonight to share with you some of their prized possessions from past Paint Ellensburg auctions. So our first board member that we will introduce you to would be Kathy Bambrick, and then we will hear from board member Pat Stanton, who made said beautiful necklace, and Greg Beach.
And I think my most memorable Paint Ellensburg live auction moment occurred probably in 2018 or 2019. I remember walking into the Paint Ellensburg venue, and I immediately saw this gem, this beautiful pendant made by Patrick Stanton, a local, very talented artist. And I immediately said to my husband, I have to have this. And our good friend Don Solberg immediately started laughing and said to my husband, you're going to spend a lot of money tonight. And we did. A lot of people bid on this beauty, but ultimately we won. And anyone who knows me knows I wear this at least 2 times a week. It is beautiful. I have no regrets. And I'm grateful to Gallery One for supporting the creation of art like this beautiful piece. You make Ellensburg a more beautiful place to live.
Here is where I get to say more fantastic things about our amazing board members. Like, thank you, Pat, for making that suggestion that if you have the Octria app, that might help you toggle between the items when they are up on the live auction page. In addition to that, these are very hardworking and obviously thoughtful people. They give what they can, how they can, and give they have over the past year. These people are artists, they are community members, they are volunteers, and they are so committed to what we do here. So I want to thank you all for everything that you do for us. Next, we'll hear from Pat and Greg.
I got this piece at Paint Ellensburg, I think 2 years ago. And it's a piece by Justin Gibbons. You probably can't see it very well. It is a painting of a bird, and I love it. I had bid on other pieces by Justin in the past, but always gotten beaten. And this time I hung in there, and I now hang it proudly in my living room.
Go.
Hi, I'm Gregory Beach, board member at Gallery One, and I wanted to show everyone my favorite piece of artwork that was purchased at Paint Ellensburg. Several years ago, we were at an auction and were bidding on a Louise Lamontagne painting that we really liked. We didn't get it because the bidding had gotten to our budget limit that we had reached, and we went, oh well. Later that year, we were at a friend's house and saw that very piece, found out that somebody had bid for them, and they were at their limit as well, but they made the final bid. They would have stopped had they not got it at that point. Anyway, we were fortunate enough to see another one the next year, and we were able to get it. This is it.
Here I am, friends, with a quick reminder to keep checking that clock. Look how fast time is ticking by. That's right. Every 10 minutes, those bidding sections close, so remember to watch your clock.
Is that like
Monica.
Tokyo time?
That
or
is, I'm not
what
sure
do
what time
okay.
that is. Oh, it's a correction. We're not playing Georgia. We're playing Georgia Tech.
Well,
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for that timely reminder, Alex.
Okay.
I'd like to get going with the sweet video from Molly Edson, who shares with us her first experience buying art at Paint Ellensburg from a student, and also highlights the incredible partnership that we have with Central Washington University. Gallery One has board members who work at Central. We have staff members that are alumni, and we love featuring the emerging and the professional artists that are involved with Central Washington University. We wouldn't be the organization that we were without them. So thank you, Molly, for reminding me of that in this video.
Hi, I'm Molly Edson. I've been asked to talk to you about my first piece of art that I bid on at Paint Ellensburg. And it's this piece right here. I remember it very, very clearly. It was one of the first pieces of art that I ever bought. It was done by a Central Washington University student who was very appreciative of my having purchased it. And I just remember having the live auction with my heart in my throat as I kept bidding, and was so glad to have won that. And another piece that's just right here that I won at an auction was a Leo Adams piece that board members sometimes bid things up just to make sure that the auction is successful, and I just started at $300 and nobody else bid, and so I won this Leo Adams, and I have not regretted it at all, ever. I love it. And so I guess my point would be to say bid early and often and have fun at Paint Ellensburg.
Monica, let's continue with our auction items. Item number 4 is a collage by Leo Adams, our dear Leo. Leo is a singularly talented artist and designer who has been a creative force in the Pacific Northwest for almost 50 years. Although firmly rooted in the Yakima Valley, where he is a member of the Yakima tribe, his influence has international resonance. Generations of artists, designers, and architects have been influenced by Leo himself, his art, and his home, which has been featured in Metropolitan Home and Washington Magazine. Leo is able to take the most common materials and any type of found objects and assemble them in unusual ways that cannot easily be described by words. This is a beautiful collage on wood by Leo Adams. That's item number 4. Number 5, for all you bidders out there.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, that's clever.
Wait, everybody,
okay.
to be on your toes.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you. All right. Our former board president, former faculty member of CWU, and wine connoisseur Margie Morgan, in item number 5, will lead you through a blind wine tasting. Margie is a wine enthusiast and a podcast host of locally heard Lines on Wines on Ellensburg Community Radio. This wine tasting will take place on a mutually agreed Saturday in November or January at the 420 Loft, and there are appetizers included. Margie's very, very, very knowledgeable. Her show is very fun. If you haven't tuned into Lines on Wines on Ellensburg Community Radio, do so. She's great and really knows her stuff, and it should be a really fun event. Hold it wherever you want to.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm bidding. That's right.
Bidder.
Oh, dang it.
Number 6. Michelle Elzinga's delicate sculptures utilize feminine imagery and unconventional materials to celebrate the human form and female power. This is Sprouted Seed, a mixed media wall sculpture that is 12 by 9 inches. From Michelle Elzinga, and here it is for you. It's beautiful. It's right over there on the wall. I can see it from here. It's lovely. Get in there and bid on it right now. Do we have 7 as well?
Michelle had an exhibit here last year, and one of my favorite one is the fact that we rotate our exhibits almost monthly. I love watching the space transform, but it's not just the art that transforms the space. It is Renee Adams with her superpower of stretching walls and storytelling. She's probably hating me right now. What do you think? Is she like, maybe a little bit? Oh, she's laughing. That's good. Okay, this exhibit that we're in right now was actually put together by Renee. But she doesn't do it by herself all of the time. She does occasionally get some assistance. I'd like to give a shout out to Ed Bliss for all of his help here at Gallery One and all of the volunteers. For this specific exhibit, Renee asked myself and some others to pitch in. And we caught some of that on film. Ooh, how beautiful. A scarf or table runner from Ginger Toomey. It's so beautiful. I think, Renee, everything's in place now. We're just missing that one box. Leonard! Leonard, I need the box! The box, Leonard. It's in the elevator. I need you to get the box out of the elevator. Yes, box, elevator. Chicken. Get the dogs. Get the dogs, Leonard. The dogs.
Am I on? Okay. The giant puppets crack me up every time. Thank you, Brian Kuser, Blue Bear Studios. They are hilarious. We love to see them in the parades. They are absolutely great. Thank you, giant puppets. Remember, look at time is time.
Oh my
It
gosh.
keeps on ticking. Check your clock. Don't check this clock, but check your clock every 10 minutes and make sure your items are up to date and your bids are on top of the stack. All right, we'd now like to thank a few of our sponsors. We have lots of them. Everybody loves Gallery One, and we are so grateful for your sponsorship. Kent Lester at Cashmere Valley Mortgage. They do a great job up there. Thank you, Cashmere Valley. The Edward Jones Office of David Fisk. Thank you, David. Johnson & Williams Funeral Home. Great fixture in our community, and we're glad to have you as our sponsors here tonight. Kramer's Home Furnishings. And last but not least, the Ellensburg Chamber of Commerce. Thank you very, very, very much.
I'd like to just say more than just Ellensburg, as does Gallery One. In addition to serving Ellensburg, the Chamber of Commerce serves the greater
The
Kittitas
entire
County.
Ellensburg County Chamber,
Yes.
that's right. They do a
That's
great job.
As do we, and beyond.
I think it's time to read about some more items on your live auction list. Here's item number 7. Joe Federerson. This is a limited edition of print, number 9 out of 24. It's very large. It's 18¼ inches by 26½ inches. Beautiful, beautiful, vibrant print. Joe Federerson is a member of the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation and lives and works in Omak, Washington. He was a faculty member at Evergreen State College in Olympia from 1989 until his retirement in 2009. His work has been exhibited at the National Museum of the American Indian and the Smithsonian Institute. This is a beautiful, beautiful limited edition print from Joe Federerson called Changer. Item number 7. I've heard several people saying they really want to have this. One of them might be Monica.
It's beautiful. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, I got to get it back in there. But speaking of Joes, I would like to invite Joe France into this space to share one of his favorite pieces that he and his wife, Anita Plum, won at a Paint Ellensburg.
What my wife and I have really liked a lot is getting some of the centerpieces during during Paint Ellensburg. And the year that we feel like we found the thing we most liked was the year that Tony Davey did some of his fused glass items, and every table had a different item. And the one that we especially liked was a little set that had 3 plates and 2 little kind of like cups. And they're just beautiful colors when the light hits them differently, blue, gold, sometimes it looks brownish. And here's like a small cup. And then the plates are like, here you go. You can see how when the light changes, what it looks like. And we just really fell in love with this one when we saw them out on the tables. And so we pulled the old sneakeroo and put it on our table and apologized later.
Let's get back to our, thank you, Joe France. Let's get back to our auction items. This is number 8, Large Blue Bowl by Sarah Haven. In addition to being a valued staff member at Gallery One, Sarah Haven is an accomplished and lifelong ceramicist. She wants to bring to others the miraculous joy she finds in her work. Sarah's work is carried by the Saltstone Ceramics Gallery in Seattle and the Northern Clay Center in Minneapolis. This is Blue Bowl, a beautiful addition to your shelf, anywhere, anytime. Large Blue Bowl by Sarah Haven, item number 8. Number 9 comes to us from the Upper County, a glass class with Tony Davey. Tony Davey will do a glass class for you for 4 people in Roslyn at his studio. His studio is called Fused, Studio and Storefront, and it also includes 2 tastings at the Heritage Distilling Company. That's right. You can enjoy some delightful distilled spirits while you stare into a 3,400-degree oven. Just remember, don't breathe while you're doing that. That's okay. Tony has an infectious love of glass, which infuses the many, many classes that he teaches here at Gallery One throughout the year. Item number 9, glass blowing class. I've heard this is really, really, really fun. Really fun. Monica, what are you doing? Is there a costume change? Nobody told me?
No, you're good. I'm just getting ready for a little something that we here like to call the pottery throwdown.
Pottery throwdown?
That's
that
right. I think Sarah's already in there. I see the light is on. So join me in the ceramic studio.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to another edition of the Gallery One Pottery Throwdown, taking place right here in the Gallery One Ceramic Studio. Let's meet today's contestants. We've got Monica Miller, Stephen Robinson, and Kathy Gutz. The challenge today is the tallest cylinder with 1 pound of clay in 2 minutes, while I pepper them with very important trivia questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
On your mark, get up. Oh wait, hold on 1 second. I forgot one thing. Sorry. I'm coming right back. This one's for you.
Oh, yes.
And this one's for you.
Yes.
And this one's for you. What good sports? They didn't know they were going to be blindfolded. You got to throw them a curveball.
No, I can't see.
On your marks, get set, and go! And they're off! Oh, come on, you gotta get the water on there, guys. Keep going. Okay. At what temperature does quartz inversion take place? If you know the answer, just yell it out.
1600.
No! 863.
9.
Oh, no! That's a fail for all 3 of them. Way to go.
Okay. 1200.
1063.
Yes, I was the closest.
No points for going over. It's just like The Price is Right.
Dang it.
Okay, where was the potter's wheel invented? It can be multiple choice if I have no answers.
Tennessee.
Close. Okay, multiple choice. China, Egypt, or Mesopotamia?
Egypt.
China.
Mesopotamia.
Oh, you're all wrong. You guys are really killing it
Georgia.
today. Thank you for
I'm
bringing
killing
it.
it. I
So
can't-
you've got 1 minute to go.
Okay.
The only rule is the tallest cylinder, period. That's it. As tall as you can get it is what gets you the points. Oh, Steven, nice slow controlled action there. Way to go. Yeah. Kathy, don't forget, you do have another ball of clay if you need it. I'm just saying, it's a suggestion, okay? All right. What term is used for a piece that cracks while cooling down?
Dunting.
Yes! Score for Steven. Gold star for you, but not 5 more minutes for this task. Okay, 30 seconds to go. Dang. One more trivia question. Who is the Mad Potter of Biloxi?
George Orr.
Yay! Oh, Steven, you're doing so well, but it's a little bit of a cheat to have a ceramics professor answering these questions. Maybe a little bit. Okay, you guys. 10, tall as you can. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the wheels. Stop the wheels. Take off your blindfold. Feel free to jump yourselves and others. Yeah, you can go for it, Steven. Go for it.
Wrong mask.
Wrong mask. I don't know. How did you guys do that? And I would say we're going to measure them all.
sweet.
But I think it's obvious who the winner is, along with the trivia points. Me! Steven?
No, not me.
Your prize today is the respect of your other potters.
Oh.
Congratulations! And back to the action.
Okay. I swear, if I just had 30 more seconds, I would have totally nailed that. But anyways, next time.
That looked like fun.
It was fun. The ceramic studio is fun. It's really fun, and we're so lucky to have it. It is such a treasure here in Ellensburg, in the region. It really is one of a kind. It's a great place for young artists, emerging artists, and for families to really explore the ceramic arts, which Sarah is incredible at. She's a really great host. She's really great at making the bowls and stuff. So in addition to Sarah, we've got a resident artist upstairs, Cindy Deck, and lots of community members that make that space special. Specifically, our ceramic studio manager, Krista Ann Ames. Thank you, Krista, for making that space so accessible to so many people. I'm a little out of breath. It's fine. Also a shout out to Olive, one of our teen art apprentices, who has been critical in keeping that place in tip-top shape. Yes to Olive. We love the Olive.
Why don't you take a breather, Mon, while
Please do.
Thank
you.
Take a breather there while I thank some more of our sponsors. We'd like to thank, when you need a handy guy, call a handy guy. That's Cheto Petrina. Cheto Petrina is a handy guy services. You need a handy guy? Call Cheto. The Ellensburg Downtown Association, thank you very much for your sponsorship. They make so many great things happen downtown. They were outside with their pamphlets this afternoon during the farmers market. And Shoemaker Manufacturing. Thank you so much for your support of Gallery 1 and Paint Ellensburg.
Do you know what they do?
What? They don't make shoes.
They don't make shoes. They make vents.
They are vent makers.
Yes,
if you've got a friend,
you might have a vent in your house that was made by a shoemaker. I'm just saying, it's kind of cool.
Go to your vent, pick it up. It might just say Shoemaker. No prize for that, but thank you, Shoemaker Vents. Is it time for, no, now it's time for a video. Mon, who do we have in our next video segment?
We would like to thank other sponsors, Abeda Nelson Injury Law, as well as Kelleher Motors.
On behalf of Abeda Nelson, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Central Washington.
Gracias. Thank you for 40 years in Central Washington.
Thank you, Reader's Choice voters,
for voting us Best Personal Injury Attorney.
For your confidence in us.
Gracias por su confianza
en nosotros.
From our family
to yours.
De nuestra familia a la suya.
Gracias.
Thank you. Thank you for your support of Abeda Nelson.
We will continue to work hard to earn your trust.
Always putting the interests of our clients first.
And we're back. Hey, it's time for item number 10 in your live auction catalog. This comes to us from Ginger Toomey. It's a basket weave cotton novelty. Is it a scarf? Is it a table runner? It's whatever you want it to be. I think maybe Monica wants it to be a scarf. And everybody knows I love scarves. I'm seldom without one, and I'm so thankful to have this now. Thank you, Ginger. Ginger Toomey has been operating the Tangible Fiber Studio in Ellensburg since moving to the Pacific Northwest from Illinois 3 years ago. Her weaving and knitting is custom work that you can't find at national superstores. It's that one-of-a-kind, made-in-America product that takes a little edge off the COVID-19 pandemic and raises the human spirit. I'm not going to rub it on my face because I want it to be immaculate when you buy it and add it to your textile collection. Thank you very much, Ginger Toomey. Scarf. Monica?
That is beautiful. Thank you for that. I've got some exciting news. Remember earlier we were talking about, incentivizing participation and bidding, and oh.
Wait, bidding?
Hold on.
Are we bidding?
Water. Water is fine. Hydrating at any level is fine. Okay. All right, here. I do have water. Right, I'm incentivizing participation. What we're doing is we're looking at everybody who bids on specific items, and every now and then we're going to put your names in this basket, and we're going to draw from them, and you're going to get another prize. And for those that bid on the blue bowl, Sarah's blue bowl, and did not win, your name is in here, and I am going to reward you. Oh, bid? It was a bid again. It's okay. Sometimes you can let it go. Okay. The winner, oh, you have a drum roll. The winner is Martha Duskin Smith. I'm sorry, you did not win Sarah's Blue Bowl. However, we have another Blue Bowl for you.
Beautiful. That's a fantastic Blue Bowl.
This work is made by Carrie Lane. We love Carrie's work. We're so glad to represent her. She is from Bellingham, and you might know her because of her Lucky Cups, Lucky Dragon Cup, Lucky Squirrel Cup, Lucky Dog, Lucky Cat. You might have one of each. This is the, I don't know, I'm just calling it the Lucky Nest. It's a nest bowl, and it's two sweet little birdies and a nest. Cozy nest is what it's called. If you're feeling a little jelly of Martha, you can come here in our gift shop and purchase something of Carrie Lane's in person, or you can also visit our online gift shop, gallery1giftshop.com, for lots of other great stuff. But Martha, it's all you. Congratulations. Alex.
That is a beautiful bowl.
I know.
See, folks, you don't even have, we want you to win your bids, but just by bidding, we're giving you beautiful, beautiful gifts. That's a fantastic
By bidding,
bowl.
you're winning.
You're winning. Who's bidding?
Winning.
Oh. What is that? Thank you. I've never had my drinking censored before, although maybe it should have. Number 11 in your catalog is a beautiful, beautiful 13 by 15 inch watercolor by George Dial. There is no telling where or when inspiration will appear for George Dial. Sometimes it's the brutal Eastern Washington landscape, a dream, or even a smell might spark an idea. Thank you, Marcel Proust. He's also been influenced in art by the mid-century graphic design that was favored by his father, George L. Dial. This is a beautiful, beautiful watercolor. Look at that. Beautiful Eastern Washington sunset by George Dial. Number 11. It's titled Ellensburg Skies. Number 12. Number 12 in your catalog is a piece by our much beloved Maria Cristalli. I think my wife Camilla and I have bought the Maria Cristalli item for the past 5 years straight. So let me tell you, kids, get in there and bid. I want somebody else to outbid me on this year. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece titled Trio from Maria Cristalli. Maria gets inspired by working at the forge. She loves the material, the process, and the craftsmanship, integrity, and graceful aesthetic as her primary intention. She designs and forges architectural ironwork, home furnishings, and ironwork for the garden, as well as sculpture. Her work has been displayed in museums and galleries, including the National Ornamental Metals Museum in Memphis, Tennessee, and has been featured on HGTV's program, Modern Masters. I think you have a few more thoughts about our Maria. She's done work all over the world, commissions, and even at our beloved Hotel Windrow, that fantastic sculpture on the outside. If you're driving by, you're going south on Main Street, look up at the side of the Hotel Windrow and see that fantastic Maria Cristalli sculpture there. Great work. Get in there and bid high and bid often on Maria Cristalli's trio, item number 12.
Speaking of bidding high, yeah, I was thinking it might be easier if you just started higher, you know, to win.
Don't work your way down, but just start high and stay
there. It might
there.
be easier if you just did that custom bid amount and just put that max in right away, because you know what we're doing here, right? We're raising funds for Gallery 1 and access to the visual arts for everyone through our exhibits, through our classes, and through our outreach in the schools. So when you're bidding on artwork, think about also contributing to what Gallery 1 is doing. Maria is going to be showing here in October, Renee. We're so excited to have an exhibit with Maria Cristalli scheduled of this awesome, she's just a master manipulator of, I mean, she makes metal feel like ceramics. We were also lucky enough to have an exhibit with George Dial and his sister. We like to show a variety of artwork here at Gallery 1, from emerging artists to professional artists. And if you are interested in exhibiting your artwork here, or if you know somebody that might be interested in exhibiting their artwork, I invite you to visit our website, gallery-1.org, and look for the calls for artists. And in addition to calls for artists from other organizations, you'll also see a way to submit a proposal to us, and Renee and myself welcome that proposal. We'd love to see what you're making. In addition to supporting artists, we are also interested in supporting curators, emerging and professional alike. This past year, we were lucky enough to work with emerging curator Jonah Kathleen.
Hi there. My name is Jonah Kathleen, and I am the curator for the exhibit There's No I in Identity. This exhibit took place at Gallery 1, I believe it was April 2nd to May 1st, 2021. And first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to Gallery 1, its contributors, its supporters, its patrons. You guys were fantastic throughout the entire process, and we have never felt so much support before. More specifically, Monica and Renee, thank you for being so patient throughout the whole process. This was my very first time curating, and it has helped propel me in a direction like no other. So thank you to all of you. And I know the artists, Sean Gallagher, Jennifer Engeig Wood, and Carmen Salam were all very appreciative of the community, as well as you guys being able to provide a space for all of this incredible artwork to come together to say something powerful. And that theme that we were constantly trying to promote was how Indigenous identity is constantly moving forward. It's fluid, it's dynamic, it's never static, it never was, and we are taking the teachings of the past and we are taking those and building up a future that will help benefit Indigenous peoples all around the world. So for a place like Gallery 1 to be so receptive to an idea like this and to welcome it and to allow it to turn into what it did, that says something about the people of Ellensburg, and more specifically Gallery 1 as an institution. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonah. That was an awesome exhibit, and I can't wait to see what you curate in the future. We pride ourselves not only on a place to show art and make art, but also a place to create experiences, shared experiences, and it is magic when the art actually helps create that experience. Board member Ona Solberg and her partner Laura Stanley share a memorable experience that they had as a result of a Paint Ellensburg.
Last year, or 2 years, well, I guess last year, we bid on Rob Frazier's photo shoot. And it was really important to me because I'll share, Ona has a serious illness and she was getting ready to go in for some significant treatment. And I really wanted to get some really nice photographs of the two of us that would capture who we are and would live on forever. And I know Rob's work, it's outstanding. And he worked with us and he got some absolutely amazing, beautiful photographs that are near and dear to my heart and will be with me forever. So I thank him for that. And I thank Paint Ellensburg for offering that as an opportunity to bid on. So it was very, very important.
And we're back with a little reminder. Check that clock. Time is just racing by. Every 10 minutes you're missing the opportunity to check your closed items. Get out there and check your clock. All right, here's a few more things for you to think about. Here's another chance to get away from it all. Feeling cooped up? Do you have iron poor blood? If you thought about kicking the dog, don't do that. Here's a chance to spend a night at beautiful Suncadia Resort. We all know how beautiful Suncadia is. Short 25-minute drive up there to the fantastic grounds, sculpture along the way, a fantastic spot.
They have a piece of Maria's.
They do.
Yes, they do.
They do. And fantastic restaurant there as well. So this is a one-night stay. Compliments of our friends at Suncadia. That is item number 13, a one-night stay. We'd like to give a shout out to some of our friends in the Upper County. Jim and Katie Gaudino up at Suncadia. I'd like to thank our Upper County John L. Scott offices for the fantastic work they do. The Suncadia Community Development Fund, yes, doing a great job up there. Thank you very much. That we want to embrace our Upper County contributors, friends, and artists always. We have two more items to describe. This is number 14. This is Shelter by Robin Mayberry. It's an encaustic, 10 by 10. And Robin believes that creating is what we're here on the planet to do. And she thinks that it's the wellspring of all things beautiful. Claiming your creativity is the secret of happiness, says Robin, and we all have a hunger that only art can satisfy. This is Shelter by Robin Mayberry. That's item number 14 in your live catalog auction. Number 15. A little bit of a somber note. We lost an essential member of our arts community last year. Monica will have a few things to say about this in a minute, but for now we have a beautiful example of the work of Carol Hassan. We miss her dearly. This is a collage on paper, 21 by 21 inches. It's titled Tropical Landscape, item number 15. Carol's paintings were specific, but not site-specific. They were an emotional response to memory, travel, and feelings of place in time. Carol kept exploring ways of freeing form through color and texture and hoped her paintings would trigger an emotional response in the viewer independent of their own experiences. It's a beautiful example of Carol's work, Tropical Landscape, item number 15. We'd love to see a really great high bid on this. She was a tremendous, tremendous force here at Gallery One for many years. Monica?
Yeah, Carol, right when the pandemic started, she called me and she said, "I'm glad it's you and not me." And that's how she talked. She was just straight and honest. And by you and not me, she meant, I'm glad you're the director now and I am not the director now. Because she was the director here at Gallery One for years and did so much for this organization and this community at large. And I think everybody here at on the staff and on the board that had the privilege of working with her will really resonate with the idea that when we hear the term that we stand on the shoulders of giants, we can all say that Carol is clearly one of those giants. So lucky to be able to have this piece to share with you. And I think this would be an appropriate moment. I think Carol would be proud to celebrate the funds that we have raised in this new virtual format on behalf of the organization and for our community. We have a midway total to share with you, which I think would be a good time to bust out the Yes, the economic indicators.
We love economic indicators.
I'm popping them. The economic indicators share with you that we are just about 75% toward our goal tonight of $65,000. Thank you so much for figuring it out, getting in there, caring enough about Gallery One to be on that live auction page, find the artwork that you want, and to bid as much as you possibly can just to get in there and to support what we're doing. Right now we are at $48,790, and that is in thanks to everybody here, including Miss Jane Orleman, speaking of those whose shoulders we stand on. Thank you for being here. Ona Solberg, who we met earlier with her partner, Laura. I think you guys are at a party right now, right? Dawn, Joy, Linda, Larry, the crew, Anita, Joe. So hello to all of you. Drew, Jen Hoyt of John L. Scott. I know what it's like to work with Alex on a daily basis. Good for you. Good for you. Natalie, Tanner, maybe you guys are with Porter too. Hi, honey. And Pam Simpson. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And I'm happy to say we are at our midway point. So we have so much more in store for you that we will get to right after we thank and acknowledge our, Justin, would you grab that bottle right there? Put it in front of your bottle. Our sponsors. You could change the video. Oh, sorry, you didn't know that was coming. Wheelline Cider and Guard Vintners, who we will hear from right now.
Perched on the hillside amidst the rolling farmlands sits an old farm barn infused with a unique history, outfitted to ferment and create memorable experiences for the whole family to enjoy. Wheelline Cider is passionate about blending traditional and modern techniques to create interesting ciders with unique depth and flavor profiles. We are committed to cultivating creativity, connection, and community through experience, collaboration, and cider. Pack a picnic and join us farmside for a crisp, slow cider.
It's time for a shout out to a couple more of our fantastic sponsors. Earlier we mentioned the Hotel Windrow. They have been a very, very generous sponsor of ours all along, and we'll see an item from them coming up very shortly. And in a bit of shameless plugging, I'd like to also thank our local Ellensburg John L. Scott office for their gracious support of tonight's event. We are really enjoying those little goodie bags that arrived at our office today. Thank you so much. I had a loaf of bread for lunch. It was delicious. Thank you. Do we have, no, let's go on to item 16 and 17, 18.
First, we're going to hear from those sponsors.
Oh, let's have a video. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Jen Hoyt here with Alex Ayer, and we are both realtors with
John L. Scott Real Estate Ellensburg.
We are so pleased to be sponsoring Gallery One's Paint Ellensburg again this year and to enjoy the MC skills of our very own Alex Ayer.
One of the countless ways that Gallery One supports our community is through its arts education programming. Gallery One offers immersive arts experiences for people of all ages and ability levels.
Their partnership with local schools and countless programs provides access to this creative outlet throughout the community.
Thank you for supporting tonight's event, and remember, bid high and bid often.
Alex, if you're going to be on camera, shave, okay? Remember that next time. Thank you to our sponsors. Our next item, let's go to a couple more items from our live auction.
Also, we promise you no more plugs for John L. Scott. They're awesome.
I really appreciate it personally, yes. Item number 16 is from our local artist, Sam Fisher. It's called OK Gucci Snake, which is great because tonight I'm wearing my, it's Gucci for me tonight. So it's OK Gucci Snake. Sam Fisher received her MFA from UC Davis in 1998, and she and her husband lived in and around Seattle until 2010, until they moved and now live in Ellensburg, embracing the sweeping skies, rugged trails, and the lack of people here in Eastern Washington for the foreseeable future. The mashup of the polar opposites of terrain and ideologies on the two sides of Washington is a constant source of inspiration for Sam. You've seen her work all throughout the gallery throughout the year. This is a beautiful piece called OK Gucci Snake. It's oil on canvas, a beautiful example of her work. And so get in there and bid on item number 16, OK Gucci Snake. Also, right here to my right, you can't see it, but it's here next to me with a scarf on it, is a circular chair by Gary Galbraith, lifelong woodworker. Gary, his previous sculpture was determined for a pedestaled presentation in an art gallery, but now sculpture by means of furniture has become a part of his everyday living space. There is beautiful, beautiful puzzle work, work in oak and maple wood. It's 25 inches tall and 40 inches wide. This will add a sculptural masterpiece to your living environment. This is Circular Chair by Gary Galbraith, item number 17. That's a beautiful, beautiful addition to your home. As I promised, from our friends at the Hotel Windrow, item number 18 is not a one, but a two. Count it, 2 nights at the Hotel Windrow in a double queen or king room at the Hotel Windrow. The Hotel Windrow blends historic roots with modern design in the heart of downtown Ellensburg. Taste the unexpected flavors at Basalt Restaurant and Cocktail Bar and gather in our 8,000 square feet of event space. Kick back on the top of the Berg, our seasonal rooftop deck with sweeping views of Kittitas Valley and local art. All at the center of shopping, dining, and more. Do we have a little, what do we have, Mom?
Wow, okay, well that was cool. I'm like super excited about all 3 of those. I feel your pain for those of you who are bidding. And like I said, just make it easier and do that custom, I said bidding, but okay, my glass is empty, and that gives me a great idea. The Windrow has been like fantastic. We're so lucky to have been able to work with them to create a call for artists to place art in every single hotel room that they have. If you go visit the Hotel Windrow, you will get to see work by local artists here in Kittitas County. And in addition to in the rooms, there's a lovely mural in the bar and a rooftop mural done by Justin Gibbons and Will Bow. And the exterior piece, as you mentioned, is Maria Cristalli. That bar is pretty cool, I have to say. I'm not biased about the mural at all. I'm not, but in addition to liking the art, I do also like the food and drink. So I think I'm gonna give Brian, the bartender, a call right now and place a little order.
Oh, I'm sorry, you have him on speed dial?
Oh, is that weird? Hey Brian, it's Monica. I'm at Gallery One. Could I get one of those? Yeah, you know what I like. Yep. Yep. Okay. You'll make it right now? Thanks.
Hey there, I'm Brian, making Monica a drink here today at the Salt, located in Hotel Windrow. This is going to be a campfire old fashioned. We're going to start with 2 ounces of vanilla infused bourbon. Get that going here. We're going to build this in a Yari glass, which is up here so you can see it there. Traditional bar glass. Then we're going to add 1/4 ounce of cinnamon sugar here. We're going to do 1/4 ounce of Amaro, which is a Chinese rhubarb liqueur. Gives it kind of a salty, sweet taste to it there. A little bit bitter, a little bit salty. And then we're going to do 2-3 batches of Angu bitters. There. And give that a stir. Just 2 to 3 stirs is all it really takes. We're going to strain that over fresh ice. There we go. Got a couple of cherries on there. One of the cherries there. And an orange peel. And my favorite part of the drink here, we're going to go smoke it. Do some whiskey barrel oak chips. So let that sit for about a minute or 2 normally. Let that smoke infuse into the glass. And so what this does is it kind of opens your palate up to 2 things, both your nose and your mouth. So serve it table side, lift it up, get some good smoke coming out of there. There you are, Monica.
Whew. Smoke them if you've got them.
This is a smoked Manhattan.
I sure hope the fire alarm doesn't go off.
I love a good smoked Manhattan, even if it does make me a little worried about the fire extinguishers, which happened once at a party that Becky Craig had. She thought it was a good idea to have some dry ice in the ceramic studio, but apparently this did nothing but taste good. Thank you so much, Brian, the Salt, Hotel Windrow, and everyone. We're going to move to another video from one of our beloved board members, David Cross, who, in addition to donating items, dinners, etc., for tonight, also curated and facilitated all of those delicious desserts that we had up for auction. And he worked with community business members and community members to create for you a dozen delicious desserts. If you have one of those desserts tonight, maybe you could share with us what you think about it on YouTube, while David shares with us one of his favorite pieces that he won at a Paint Ellensburg.
Take it away, David.
My wife and I have been enjoying Paint Ellensburg for years. Many of the items we purchase happen to be edible or drinkable, so they're long gone, but they were greatly enjoyed. I am with 2 of the pieces of artwork that I especially like. This is a piece of ironwork done by Maria Cristalli, which we've enjoyed for years. And this piece is Red Boat by Steve Jensen. He had an exhibit at the gallery, which we really enjoyed. And then we were really glad that his piece showed up at the auction. We actually had to bid for a couple years. We were in a bidding war with Fredericks. And finally we got one, and we love having it. Thank you.
And it's time to showcase some more of our exciting items on our live auction site. Item 19, as we mentioned before, this item was the pick of our golden ticket winner, and so you know it's got to be some kind of good now. So, but we are so glad that we've arranged to have a duplicate dinner for you to bid on, to bid high and bid often and get ready to enjoy the flavors of Morocco. Item number 19 is a Moroccan dinner for 6. Carol and David Cross and Anita Plum and Joe France will transport you to Morocco via an evening of traditional cuisine. Likely menu will include grilled lamb, couscous, and the legendary bestia, a layered combination of flaky pastry, poultry, eggs, almond, and a mystery ingredient to be named later. Wines will be carefully paired by Joe and Anita. Get on this now, and we have a very special treat for those bidding on this item, number 19. Here's Monica.
Anyone who bids on this item, in addition to getting the opportunity to get the dinner itself, will also be entered to win this beautiful basket by local artist Becky Lasso. So, by bidding, you're winning.
Drink.
Oh. Which one is next?
I believe we have item number 20. Here we go. Primal Op by Richard C. Elliott. While Dick Elliott, as many of you know, and anyone who's driven by Dick and Jane's house know, Dick worked in light active reflectors for 25 years. Beneath the light was his love of pattern. This painting on paper is one of the first of Dick Elliott's Primal Op painting series from 2007. 17 by 22 inches, these designs, echoing the patterns within us, have connected people to the living fabric of life since the dawn of time, he wrote, reflecting nature on both the macro and micro levels. Dick combined this light active medium with two-dimensional geometric designs, similar to patterns found in the Arctic Circle and the Amazon jungle. This is a beautiful, everybody should have a Dick Elliott in their house, and it's not often you get something this small to have in your home. Usually Dick's work is enormous, but Primal Op, a great value, a beautiful piece. You can stand in front of it for hours and hours and hours.
And you know what? This is a great opportunity for me to thank you, Alex, for all of the work that you do on the Arts Commission, and specifically for the work that you did in helping the city acquire that beautiful piece of Richard Elliott's, the reflector piece, on behalf of the city of Ellensburg, and literally install it at, remember that? At Morgan Middle School.
I have a screwdriver right here.
Thanks to Alex, the city of Ellensburg now owns this incredible, and Jane Orleman.
Thank you, Jane.
Owns this incredible piece of Richard Elliott's work that you can see at Morgan Middle School here in Ellensburg.
Well, thanks, Mom. It was a real pleasure to get that in there and hang it up, and I'm surprised it's still up there and still level. That's great. Another beautiful sculpture. We'll have a picture of it in a second. It's over here to my right. This is number 21, the cryptically entitled FBI Plant by Darwin Davis. Davis was involved with Gallery 1 from the very beginning, when it operated out of the basement of the Yellow Church Cafe for more than 50 years ago. Darwin started in the arts in the early 60s, making welded metal sculptures. One of his pieces, donated in 1972, stands next to the Language and Literature Building on Central Washington University's campus. Davis now focuses on political issues. He aims to make his audience reflect on current political issues by bringing them to light in a satirical manner. He says that my son and I make three-dimensional political cartoons. Darwin's work is methodically planned. Every piece is placed in such a way that it engages his audience. Each detail can alter the understanding of the piece. This one looks a little prickly, but FBI Plant, it's beautiful.
FBI, get
FBI.
it? FBI.
Number 21 on your list. Get in there and start bidding. I think that's our current group.
Right, stop saying that. Darwin.
Wait, give me my.
Darwin will be exhibiting some more of his satirical, fantastical, incredible sculptures here at Gallery 1 in November. In October, this next month in the Evelyn Green Gallery.
Wow, let's look
which is
forward to
just
that.
such a great shout out to appreciate Evelyn Green, one of our founding foremothers, for stewarding this organization for 30 plus years. Gallery 1 wouldn't be here without her and her partners in crime, Kitty Moe, and I'm sure a plethora of other women. And I think we're all glad to follow in all of their footsteps. So join us October to see Darwin's work, in addition to artists Nina Vichiapai and Natalie Dotsauer, who will be showing here in the main gallery. Next up will be a video by Darwin's daughter, also a board member and sponsor for tonight's Paint Ellensburg, Bethany Davis, to share with you one of her favorite pieces that she won at Paint Ellensburg.
Hi, I'm Bethany Davis, Gallery 1 board member, and one of my favorite pieces that I purchased from Paint Ellensburg in the past years, and there are a few, but one of my favorites sits right behind me in Zoom meetings frequently now, right? What I love about this piece is that artist Glenn Bach, someone I grew up around, we worked with my dad up on campus. And I love that I can buy art to support Gallery 1, but it also has a personal tie to this community. So bid high, bid often. Enjoy.
Tonight we are here to really celebrate arts education. I want to thank A.B. Davison, that was our YouTube cheerleader. She also made a cake, the banana split cake. Who out there got that? With the Emily Jacobs plate. But in addition to that, she's also our education coordinator. I want to thank Krista Ann Ames, Julie Key, and to all of the teachers who have stepped up this year to adapt your teaching format. Also to teachers worldwide, thank you for taking care of our children and doing what you can to offer a supportive community for learning and also learning. Amy and her Art After School class, her Art Sampler class, has put together a nice message for us this evening.
Hi everybody, I'm Amy Davison, and this is our Art Sampler students, and we're going to sing the color song. This is the color song, come on and sing along, even if you sing it wrong, sing it loud and sing it strong. At the end of every line, sing the color that could rhyme. There's a few you might not know, it's harder as you go. I feel blue when I see blue, I feel fluorine when I see green, I feel red when I see red, I open the door when I see. This is the color song, come on and sing along, even if you sing it wrong, sing it loud and sing it strong. Then at the end of every line, say the color that could rhyme. There's a few you may not know, it gets harder as you go. I feel delight when I see white, I feel mellow when I see yellow, I feel purple when I see purple, I open the door hinge when I see. This is the color song, come on and sing along, even if you sing it wrong, sing it loud.
As Kathy Bambrick mentioned earlier, we are so proud of how we have transitioned our art education program to accommodate the needs of our students and teachers during the pandemic. Over the past year, in lieu of offering in-person opportunities, we created 5 Art-to-Go kits that connected with standard-based learning objectives in the schools with arts and sciences. And we were able to give all teachers in Kittitas County, including the Thorpe School District, Kittitas, Cle Elum Roslyn, and all of the schools in Ellensburg, an opportunity to select from 5 different projects to bring into their classrooms. As a result, we were able to create 1,218 Art-to-Go kits and distribute them to 45 classrooms. What we learned is that this model creates more equitable access by eliminating 3 major barriers for arts education and really education in general. That includes transportation, time, and money, which is where you come in. Each kit, which I have right here, costs on average $15 to produce. They come with written instructions, video instructions, all of the materials that you need. This one specifically is Watercolor Galaxy that was designed by Amy, which was a really great component to connecting to the galaxy and the sciences, which we heard from multiple teachers was a wonderful teaching tool. So for $15, we can create more kits like this to send into the schools. If we were to exceed last year's number of 1218 and reach 1,500 kits, that means we would need to raise $22,500 specifically for this project. We're so grateful to have the support of the Washington State Arts Commission already. We have about $7,500 committed to students. To create and distribute all of these kits, we would need $15,000 more. I hope that you will consider raising your paddle tonight, contributing what you can in support of arts education. After you made your contribution, if you received a party pack, where's my party pack? I got it. If you received a party pack, you should have some supplies in your pack. If not, you can still follow along with this next piece while you make your pledge. And you can always make a donation. You can make your donation now on the live auction page. You can come back later. But we would really like to know what you can do tonight. And we will tally that contribution after we follow along, Alex and myself, right? Remember? We talked about that.
Do I have a choice?
Yeah. Nope. After we demonstrate, artist, teacher, and resident artist Jackie Trujillo has put together an art instruction for us to use the contents of our kits, and we are going to get that together right now. What's in this kit? Could you help me set this up? I've got some water. I might need some space here, Renee, if you wouldn't mind making some space. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna put it right here. There should be a canvas. Oh, look at you. All right, you're there. I could use an apron. Use some paint, an apron. I've got some water here. What are you? You're ready.
I was born ready.
All right. And is there an apple around here?
Right there.
What? Right in front of my face. Okay.
It's not official until you put on your beret.
Oh no. Okay. Here we go. All my notes and everything. If you have your kit, you can bust out your supplies right now. If you don't, that's fine. You could just make your contribution to support an Art2Go kit.
You're wearing your hat Basque. You're wearing your hat Basque style. That's fantastic. Beautiful. That's it. Yeah.
Apple. Okay. Let's see. Apple.
It's great.
Hold on.
So we're gonna paint it. What are we gonna do, Monica?
We're gonna follow along with Jackie's instructions.
All right. Let's go. I'm ready. Paintbrush in hand.
Hold on. Just a second. Oh, it's okay. I'm just gonna the palette. Don't need it. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you have your paint ready? It doesn't look like you do.
My paint is ready.
Okay. I'm ready. All right.
Allons-y.
Oh, your paint is ready.
Allons-y.
Let's go. Let's do this.
All right. Here we go. Formidable.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline Trujillo, and I'm a resident artist here and teacher at Gallery 1. For those of you who have received a painter's party pack, I'm going to lead you on a demo. Inside your kit, you will find a lot of goodies, as well as supplies to paint them. You have a set of paints, a palette, paintbrushes, and 2 canvas boards. I'm going to demonstrate painting the apple first as observational drawing. You are welcome to follow along or take your own creative spin on it. So along with that, I have a cup of water to rinse my brushes and some paper towels. I'm going to be working here. I have taped my boards down so that I can work with them a little bit of an angle, but working flat is also perfectly acceptable. First thing I'm going to do is start with to show you my palette. I'll show you the palette first. So I have a spot for each of my colors, and then I spot where I mix some orange so that it's ready to go. Start with yellow, a lot of yellow, and then add in little bits of red as you see fit. And there are my two examples. So we got the observational one, and then I've got pop art. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a lot of fun with your kit. Thanks.
Laughing at me right now. Whew! All right. It's amazing what some good arts instruction will do, and you know, quickly you can create a masterpiece. Are you ready for this?
Ready. How'd you do?
I don't know. I feel pretty good about it.
What do you
How'd
think?
you do? What do you think? Like, should we show the cameras like on one? Okay, three.
1, 2.
Oh, wait. And then like, you know, vote for who's you like best, you know, on YouTube. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much, Jackie, for walking me through that. I learned a lot that I didn't know before, and that was pretty fun. It turns out, you know, painting apples isn't too hard. Okay, well, we inspired, I think, some pledges, some gifts tonight, including a generous donation from Martha Wyckoff. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you are having a great time eating that walnut cake tort with Molly and George. Really appreciate that. Debbie DeSour, hi Debbie. Vicki Nesbitt and Darren Reed. And what? This one, Justin, get those economic indicators ready. Jerry Toner made a contribution.
Thank you, Jerry Toner.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jerry. So nice to see you. Really appreciate that.
I know.
Oh, so much respect for the work that you do and have done for us to raise money in support of Gallery One and arts education. Miss you.
He misses us just as much as we miss him.
Do you miss us too? Okay. Also, thank you, Jackie, for making that video. I think you're here tonight. I hope we did you proud. We have, as we mentioned earlier, we are incentivizing participation tonight, and we have a winner of an Art to Go kit. What did this person bid on, Sarah?
Who's the person? Oh, so many things.
So many things. This is an active bidder. We're so happy to share with you a watercolor galaxy set of your own, Miss Edie. Yes, I do. Do it. Rouleau. Miss Edie Rouleau. You are the lucky winner of this watercolor galaxy set.
Edie.
Thank you, everybody who has contributed to our Raise a Paddle in support of arts education and our Art to Go kit. Do I keep it on? Maybe. All right. Moving on to our
bidders?
Next group of bidders and sponsors. We'd like to thank Cornerstone Pie, D&M Coffee, and Kittitas Valley hospital, healthcare, for taking care of us in so many ways.
We do not use the term healing environment lightly. We're trying to create an environment where people can be at peace, because peace helps with healing. I think that if you can sit and contemplate a piece of art, and if it means something to you, it helps create that healing environment. There just is a lot of chaos in the world, and we want to be a place where that chaos gets a little bit muted.
And here's another reminder to keep checking that clock. Time is fleeting, ladies and gentlemen. Check that clock, check your bids, keep current. Which way are we going? There we go. That's what time it is. Get on your bids. All right, let's go to our next item. Item number 22. Here again, tragically, we lost another member of our artistic family this year. The sudden passing of Don O'Connor has left a big hole in the artistic fabric of Ellensburg. In 1984, Don moved to Ellensburg, Washington. The following year, he painted the mural for the Roslyn Cafe, which gained international recognition as the introduction and the conclusion to the television show Northern Exposure that we all came to know and love. By the early 1900s, Don assessed some 20 years of creative endeavors and found his body of work to be quite eclectic. He said, "I have pursued beauty as a means to that end, and the use of light reflective media enhances and enables that quality to take place, creating an interactive and transcendent experience." Don's work is truly inspiring. He exhibited tirelessly in almost every gallery in town. He was a constant presence around town. I only got to know him later in his life, but he was just a fantastic guy. This is a great opportunity to own one of his beautiful pieces right here behind me. And if you haven't really experienced reflective art as it's meant to be, when you get into your home, use some light effects to really understand how beautiful and interactive this work is. It's fantastic. So let's get together. Let's commemorate Don's memory and remember him and support Gallery 1 with a great big bid on Chronopolis Rose, item number 22 in your catalog.
I know that Don, in addition to being really a pioneer in this light reactive media that was inspired by Richard Elliott, and their relationship, was also a huge fan of our arts education program. I know that what we did with, or what we do with youth is very important to Don, and I want to thank Don for always being here. He always participated in the Kittitas County Open Show. He came to every first Friday, and not only was he a champion of everything that we do here at Gallery 1, and I think Sarah and Renee would agree with me, he was just a constant presence in our lives, in this community, and you know what he did? He showed up. Right?
He did, and he worked. Yeah. He just worked and worked and worked.
He showed up.
Beautiful. Get in there and bid on Don's piece. Item number 23 is a lamp from our own Julie Prather in mixed media and glass primarily, 24 inches high, 13 inches wide, and another 18 inches of something going on. There it is, beautiful, shells ashore. Julie has the most self-effacing artist statement I've ever read in my entire life, that she has been a working photographer and stained glass artist for over 40 years. When I'm not doing one, I'm doing the other. Almost every significant home that I've walked into in Ellensburg has had one of Julie Prather's unique creations in it. Here is your chance to own an example of her astounding craftsmanship. Her lamps are truly fabulous and great to look at. And again,
not really appreciate it until they've got a light source behind them. But yeah, if you haven't got a Julie Prather lamp, you ain't living. So let's get in there and bid on number 23, Shells Ashore by Julie Prather. Love you, Julie. 20, that's it. Oh, something special's coming. I can feel it. I think, is it the Scirocco? Is it the wind? The Scirocco wind is blowing? What is it? I feel something coming.
I don't know. I think something like very important is probably coming to the screen.
Do we have a video? From across the nation and around the world, people starving for art, desperate to bid on auction items, are converging on Ellensburg and Gallery 1. It's September 25th in Ellensburg. I wonder what time it is in New York.
I don't know, my watch stopped.
You want a drink?
No.
Well, I do. I'm gonna drink. What's that you're playing?
Oh, it is something of my own.
Stop it. You know what I want to hear?
No, I don't.
You know. If she can stand it, I can. Go ahead. Play it. Out of all the art galleries in all the towns in all the world, and she walks into mine. Becky, what are you doing here?
Hello, Alex Rick. I am here to tell you about a party that Over the Top Productions will be presenting next year on May 21st, 2022.
And what's going to be the theme of this party?
It'll be an evening at Rick's in Casablanca.
How exciting. And how does one get a ticket to this fabulous event?
They simply go up to the front desk of Gallery 1 and pay $160 per person. Of course, it's worth much, much more.
It sounds like a great idea. I think everybody should do it.
I think so too.
Becky, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I agree.
You want a drink? I'll get you a glass. Well, that was a lot of fun, let me tell you. Thank you, Chris, for your loan of your white dinner jacket, and Lorraine Legray for jumping at the last second to play piano for us. And believe me, if you have not been to one of Becky Craig's themed events, again, you have not lived. The last one we had, the much delayed Frida Kahlo party, was just a fantastic event, held at Pam Zupan's house. It was just astounding. I'd never been to one. I'm sorry I missed all the previous ones. This is going to be great. One of my favorite themes, Casablanca, as you can see. Get in there and bid on this, because this always sells out. And when the time comes around for the event, people are clamoring, begging, groveling for tickets. They're offering anything they can give to get a hold of a ticket to one of these events. It's going to be really fun. I might even be involved. And we want to see you there. So get in and grab up those tickets for our next Ellensburg, Paint Ellensburg fundraiser event. I'm sorry, I read the date. I think it's May 23rd next year.
I don't know why I wasn't cast for that.
Sorry.
So I don't
It's
know
in
why
your
I wasn't
catalog.
invited to that.
Get your tickets now, because they will sell out fast. Thank you, Becky Craig.
I
so
also
much.
look good in a white coat, okay? But you looked amazing in
And
that
that jacket
coat.
looks great on you, too. Let me
You
tell
owned it, and
Chris-
you just owned that. I
you, Greg.
believe
Thanks, Chris.
that Alex, not myself, will play a critical role in this Casablanca dinner theater event. So to see more of Alex is enough reason.
I think they've seen enough.
To get yourself a ticket.
Do we have some items?
I think, you know what? We are doing pretty well on that Raise the Paddle. So far, our team here, our community, has contributed $6,100, which is a lot of Okay, I haven't done the math, but that is a lot of Art2Go kits. Thank you so much. Now, if at the end of this event you find yourself with a little extra spending money, maybe you didn't get that item that you wanted, but you still want to support Gallery One, you can still go to the Make a Donation page and contribute to the Raise the Paddle and add to this $6,100. Wendy Hinkle will share with us a piece with meaning that she bought at, I think, we're going back in time, at the very first Paint Ellensburg, started by an artist in this upcoming group, Miss Mary Frances Dondelinger, with a purchase by another artist in the last group, also Becky Hollenbeck. See how we're just pulling it all together. Wendy.
Hi, my name is Wendy Hinkle, and I would like to share my favorite painting from Paint Ellensburg. It's from the first year, 1999, when things were wet, wild, and raw. And this is by Becky Hollenbeck, and it's special because my mother bought it. And my mother instilled upon me the love of art. And when she passed in 2002, I inherited it. So I have it hanging in my house, and I can enjoy it, and it's a wonderful memory of my mother, and I absolutely love Becky Hollenbeck's subject matter.
Thank you, Wendy, for sharing that. As we mentioned before, we have this beautiful basket by Vicky Lasso, and one of the lucky ticket purchasers for the Casablanca event will win this tonight, and that winner is Mr. John Merrill Steskel. Congratulations. Smells good. All right, Alex, let's get a move on it.
Let's get ready
Shall
to
we?
rumble. Our beloved and lovely Mary Frances Dondelinger has sent us a fantastic cow of a painting. Oh. Over the Moon is an egg tempera on panel 14 by 18.
I think it's a bull.
Oh, it's a bull, excuse me, you're right.
It's definitely a bull.
That's a longhorn bull. Mary Frances was born in Auburn, California, and then moved to the northwestern United States when she earned her BA degree from Seattle University in 1992. She was awarded an NEA Fast Track grant through the Idaho State Arts Commission. And over her career, Mary Frances has won numerous awards in local and regional exhibitions and is in many public and private collections. Her work held a prominent space in the invitational exhibit Gold in 2012 in Vienna, Austria, at the Belvedere Palace Museum. This is a fantastic work by Mary Frances. It's you know, if you like bull, you're going to love this painting. This is number 24. It's called Over the Moon. Get in there and bid on it. Look fantastic on your wall. Oh, also, we have two more. Let's go to our final two items on the live auction. Number 25 is a beautiful Robert Fisher landscape. Speaking of Fisher, it looks like I want to stick my line right in there. I'm going to get in there and just drop that line. Robert Fisher, this is pastel on paper, 19 by 13 inches. Bob says, I'm a landscape painter, a genre that is often understood to be a record of a place's details, its trees, mountains, lights, and clouds. For me, landscape painting is those things, but it's also about the invisible but tangible space that the trees, mountains, and clouds exist within. The land and the atmosphere embrace one another in a yin-yang dance of solidarity and void, each defining the other. It's a beautiful pastoral painting. Wilson Creek is the title. Wilson Creek, number 25 on your auction list by Robert Fisher. All right. Let's have our next and final slide. Justine, 26. You just saw Becky Hollenbeck. Here's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful example of her work. Number 26, Summer Fiesta. 12 by 18 inches, acrylic on panel. This item will be available. This is our final item available in the auction. Becky Hollenbeck is a lifetime Ellensburg resident. When I was in grade school, I couldn't hand in a paper without something drawn on the margin. The paintings of farm animals throughout her home give insight to Hollenbeck's favorite subjects. Most recently, Becky was awarded the Best 2D Work at the Femme Locale exhibit at the 420 Loft. Whimsical, fun, crazy, birds. I love it. This is a beautiful, beautiful painting. $400 is the suggested bid, but I think we can do a lot better than that. Number 26, Summer Fiesta by Becky Hollenbeck. How's our bidding going, Monica?
Our bidding is on fire. It's been amazing.
So's my liver.
Boom, 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 boom. We got all of the things. That's some professional
Just block out
stuff.
everything.
You got the split screen,
Just block
the
out
drinking
everything.
marmot, and the economic indicators. This party is crazy. What can we say? I think this is a great opportunity to give another shout out to our visual audio engineer, Mr. Justin Beckman. Thank
Fantastic
you
work,
so
Justin.
much for working us through this amazing, action-packed, pretty fast night,
And he was,
right?
he was the pilot of the airplane in our Casablanca video. So
Yes,
talented.
he was the pilot of the airplane. Yeah, well, you have flown us through an incredible night, and I'm very grateful to you. So thank you very much. I also want to thank our team tonight, Sarah Haven, for doing all the things, bringing me the names, bringing me the numbers, you know, making sure my hair looks good, all of the super important things. Renee Adams for moving those items up online for you to bid on. Amy Davison for being our cheerleader all of the time on YouTube. Thank you. Clay Mayer, who was, I didn't say this, but she was at the ready in case anybody wanted to call with problems. But luckily, most of you figured it out. And for those of you who...
Hey, Clay!
Yay! For those of you who figured it out best, congratulations on supporting Gallery One and hopefully getting a work of art that will be memorable to you or experience that will be memorable to you for years and years to come. I'd like to point out a few things for you. We would invite you to pick up your winnings here at Gallery One tomorrow and Monday. I'm sure you're all very anxious to come and get what you have won. To know what you have won, there are two ways to do that. You should be getting an email confirming what pieces you won, but you can also check your account to do that. In addition to checking your account for the items that you won, you can also add a couple more things to your account. If you meant to get a ticket for the Casablanca event because you want to spend a little bit more time with Alex, you can go to that event. We have a few unsold items from the silent auction that we invite you to go back to and pick up. In addition, you can go to the Raise the Paddle. That is what we will put back up on the screen for the next 24 hours. So think about what you can contribute, how many Art2Go kits you want to help us distribute in Kittitas County this year, and make a donation, a tax-deductible donation to us there before going to your account, checking your email, and knowing exactly what you will be giving to this organization. Finally, I want to invite you, if you haven't been to Gallery One, or if you have, just stop by and say hi. One of our favorite things is meeting you, creating community drawn together by art, which I hope that we have done a little bit of tonight. And of course, none of this would have happened without my fabulous, talented, ever-present, ever-ready co-host, ever-willing, Alex Ayer.
Before you make your closing statement, I do want to add one thing I really haven't heard mentioned, and that is the monthly community sponsorship of the shows that happen here at Gallery One. They have a beautiful new display board that features those sponsors who come in and sponsor the monthly exhibitions here. Those are very, 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 very important. And those community members that step on, businesses and individuals alike, just people from all walks of life come in and sponsor those individual shows, either in part or wholly. That's very important to the shows that happen here. The First Friday event that happens at Gallery 1 is one of the centerpieces of our community here. And I personally, you know, as a longtime member of the Ellensburg Arts Commission, want to thank Gallery 1, not only for the opportunity to be here and do this, but for the work they do. It's so important, and they are truly the focus of our artistic community. So thank you, Monica. Thank you, staff. Thank you, Gallery 1.
Thank you, everybody. We've done what we could to take you around and show you the gallery. Even though you are visiting us virtually today, you can still come into the space and see it. We've shown you the ceramic studio, the main gallery, the mezzanine gallery. We've shown you the Evelyn Green Gallery. And we still have a little something for you as we close this evening to watch one of our young emerging students work on a masterpiece. And while you do that, perhaps you will consider bringing us to our 100% goal of $65,000, because we are so close.
How close are we?
We're very close. We're at 93%. We have raised, with your support, $60,320, which includes the purchase of the golden ticket, Raise the Paddle, Casablanca tickets, the silent auction, the live auction, and our generous sponsorships. So with only 4,000 something, you will get us to our goal of $65,000 when you visit the Raise the Paddle or just stop by, make a contribution. That being said, I think I'd like to bring everybody into the screen. Can we do that? Grab what we need, and I want to invite all of our staff members. Justin, can you do that too from where you are? Wait, I want my fancy. Oh, here we go. All right. Alex, Justin, we'll figure this out. Come on. And let's hear it for everyone here. I want to thank. Whoa, there we go. Oh, nice. Oh, so cute. Yay. Right. Thanks. Thank you.
And we're
out.
Finish the outline. Now let's fill in the middle of the apple with that glorious, glorious, regularly blue apple. That's completely filled in, no white spaces at all. Now, rinse it off. No, okay, let's see here. I think it's red, the next color. With a little stir of the apple. And now, for the grand finale, the bone legs. The black bones, because there is no white one. It could be white, but it would not show up. Also, there's white. Bone arm, and a bone leg, and a bone leg, and voila! But because I'm not quite done, I need to. I think I need to cover it with peanut butter because I'm a dog. Yes. Very right. Okay, let's see. Don't push down too hard, it will ruin your painting and the effect. Like that. That is a masterpiece. Oops. Sorry. Yes. folks, is how you brought a glorious apple. And now I am hungry.